And we're away. Looked like a jump start from 99 there. See what the officials have to say about that. But everybody away cleanly. So Reece Lindsay was on pole, Hayden Lockhart second, James Barham third, and fourth Esmond Williams, who's riding 2 classes today by the looks of it. So everybody through turn 1, nice and cleanly. There's a fairly reasonable gap for just 2 corners already for Reece Lindsay. Looking good on his little KTM. And the rest of the group funnel through the infield S's towards the hairpin. There's a couple of fluoro vests out there, which means we've got some relative newcomers. And Reece Lindsay's got a substantial lead for just the first lap. He's already screaming through Higgins, and the other guys are just entering Higgins. He would have at least 150 metres already. So you're watching on Ctas, the group are going through Higgins now, coming down the back straight for the first of 6 laps. So we'll keep an eye on what sort of lap times these guys are doing on the little bikes. Now the leader, Reece Lindsay, coming out of Go Media now. They have to come over for the first standing start. He did a 1:25.897. Followed by a bunch of 1:28. So second is James Barham, third Hayden Lockhart, fourth Esmond Williams, 5 Campbell Grayling, 6 Tim Gray, 7 Philip Lowe, 8 is Joe McCartney, 9 Cameron Day, 10 is Sean White, 11 Leon Jacobs, 12th is Russell Forrest, 13th Clive Banks, 14 is Dion Tornquist, 15 is Scott Hawkes, 16 is Anthony Starr, 17 is Bob Northrop, that's on that Norton Commando, and last I can see on the timing screen is number 18 is Raymond Glover on a GT 250R Hyosung. So lead is just going at Higgins. As I say, he's got quite a substantial lead for what I would have thought are reasonably well-matched bikes. It's easy to pick James Barham up with his fluoro orange leathers in second place, riding his little R3 Yamaha. He's quite a tall lad on a fairly small bike. So this is the first flying lap, so we'll see what sort of lap time he does in the first flying lap. He dropped down to a 1:22.541. Followed by James Barham, who's done a 1:24. Hayden Lockhart third, a 1:25. Esmond Williams, a 1:24. Tim Gray's just picked up a spot over Campbell Grayling. And the rest of the gaggle comes through over the start-finish line. Leader just going through the infield S's. Looking quite comfortable on it. The leader coming out of the hairpin. The gaggle or the dice for second place are just coming out of the hairpin now. And there's quite a big bunch back, dicing for 7th through to about 12th place. It looks like it's heading up quite nicely back in the minor placings. But getting back to the front, Reece Lindsay is clearing away. He looks very, very comfortable. With a gaggle of 4 bikes behind, we're quite evenly spread, coming down the back straight. Heading towards Go Media Sweeper. So as I say, this particular class, Junior Trophy, is brought to you by Kiwi Bike Insurance. So the leader's just come across the line, and he did a 1:22.718, so a little bit slower than the previous lap. Second still James Barham. Third is Hayden Lockhart. Fourth is Esmond Williams. 5 is Tim Gray. 6 Campbell Grayling. And just waiting for the rest of the gaggle to come through. Like Russell Forrest has just picked up a place on Cameron Day. He's obviously enjoying out there on Skippy's CDR 250. We haven't seen him for a little while. He's been a post-classic stalwart racing older ZXR 750s, FZR 400, 600s. But as I say, we haven't seen him for a little while, but glad to know that he has a big smile on his face. And the leader is coming down the back straight. He's got virtually the length of the back straight on second place. And coming around, this is be 2 laps to go after this. The leader has a quick look behind. There's nothing behind you, mate, so don't bother looking. There we go. He just did a 1:22.553. So second place we still have James Barham. Third place Hayden Lockhart. Fourth place Esmond Williams. 5 is Tim Gray. 6 is Campbell Grayling. So they're pretty much line astern and haven't changed positions, but as I say, going back to the 7th to about 12th place, they're all over the place swapping positions. But Russell Forrest has just picked up another place on Joe McCartney. So Russell's now up to 9th. Leader is well and truly down the intermediate straight, and second place are just coming out of the hairpin, and 2 laps to go, so the white flag will be out next time. So Reece Lindsay is based out of Wellington, riding a KTM RC390. Sponsors Wiz Racing, Moran Flooring and Mike Lindsay. So Moran is one of the other competitors out here. He's got a ZX6 today, did have a ZX10 to race a ZZR 600. He owns his own self-employed flooring contractor. Terry is good Kawasaki stalwart. So Reece has just come across the line, picked up the white flag, so 1 lap to go, and looks very much like he's going to catch Bob Northrup on the 750 Norton before the end of this lap. So the second place is just coming through the infield races now. Pretty consistent in their positions, hasn't been a lot of swapping there. But Reece Lindsay down the intermediate straight, he's catching the 750 Norton quite substantially, so he will probably get him by the time he comes out of Higgins here. Around the outside he goes on the little 390, making easy work of the old British 750. And not to mention the slightly older rider. Bob would probably be conservatively mid to late 60s, so obviously still having a little bit of fun. And here we have the leader coming across to pick up the checkered flag. He's been pretty much unchallenged the whole race. Here he goes, checkered flag for him. So the winner, I should say, Reece Lindsay. With KTM 390, here comes the gaggle. There has been a change for second place. Second place, Esmond Williams just pips James Barham for third place, and fourth place, Hayden Lockhart. So there were a couple of changes in that very last corner. So fifth place was Tim Gray, sixth place, Campbell Grayling, seventh, Leon Jacobs, 8, Philip Lowe. There's a bit of a change going on here, so he gets the place. Philip Lowe was 8th, 9th, Russell Forrest. He just picked up another place just on the finish line from Dion Tornquist. 11th was Joe McCartney, 12th, Cameron Day, 13, Sean White, 14, Clive Banks, 15, Scott Hawkes, 16, Anthony Starr, 17 is Raymond Glover.